Hi, I wanted to give you a few tips about spinach storage. I like to buy spinach in the plastic hard side bins because they're usually better protected, and so they're not as bruised when you buy them, and so the spinach lasts longer. And to help it last even longer, I usually remember to, when I get the package home, I open it up, I put a paper towel on the top, and then I turn the package upside down and I store it upside down with the paper towel in the bottom. And what that does is it helps absorb some of the moisture that's in the spinach, and it keeps it from getting kind of slimy like that. But I forgot to do that with this batch, so it's going bad a little faster than I would like. Also, it's a really big box. In the summer when I'm eating a lot of salad, I can usually go through a box like that before it starts going bad, but not so much in the winter. So when I have more than I can use before it starts getting bruised like that, or if some of the leaves start turning yellow, I like to freeze it. And when you buy frozen spinach in the grocery store, you know, it's already cooked or blanched and it's all compressed into this block, and it's kind of hard to deal with thaw, and you have to squeeze it out and everything. Anything that's going to be, any vegetable that's going to be stored long term in the freezer needs to be blanched, because that stops the enzyme, so it stops the spoilage. But if you're just going to use it within, say, a week or so, you really don't need to blanch it. And so this is what I do with my spinach. You can see I've just been kind of coarsely chopping it, not chopping it super fine. Chunks about that size. And then I'm putting it into a gallon baggie. And then when I get this a little bit more filled, let me turn it around so you can see. It's in a fairly thin layer, and it's about 2/3 filled. But I get that a little bit more filled, and then I will kind of reach in the bag and spread it out so it is all in one fairly thin layer. And then I'll just put this bag on a cookie sheet in the freezer until that all freezes up. And then once it's frozen, it'll still be kind of loose. And so you can either store it flat in your freezer if that works with your storage space, or you can shake it down into a smaller space and store it like that. And then you've got it in your freezer. It'll be too limp for salad, but you can just pull out a handful or a cup or whatever you need and throw it in a smoothie or your eggs or soup. I add spinach to soup a lot in the winter, and or other cooked dishes, and or dips. So that's just a great way to make your spinach last a little bit longer. It's super healthy for you, so it's a good thing to have ready in the fridge or the freezer to add to all kinds of meals.